Hey guys, out here drying the boat off today after the big bass bash. It's an absolute monsoon down there. But figured I'd go over some baits that I used. Recap on the big bass bash. Some of you know that I was going down there if you follow me on my Facebook page. I did not get any footage of the actual fishing. First day was absolutely terrible weather. And the second day I was kind of in pain because I threw my back out and honestly didn't feel like filming. But we did not cash a check down there. Caught plenty of fish, and I was just going to show you a few of the baits that I caught fish on down there. Did catch one in the day before in practice when I was checking out a few waypoints that would have cashed a check, but unfortunately that particular area did not pay off after had a huge storm come through Friday night into Saturday morning into takeoff. And I believe on that particular spot the shad were spawning on the flat, and then the bass were moving up on there and aggressively feeding on them. And with all the lightning, wind, and everything like that, I just feel like the shad did not get up on the flat. The bass were still there. They were just off, just hanging on the edge of it on the drop-off. Could not get them to react to anything. Threw a bunch of different things at them. They would pick up the lure, move it a little bit, would not hold on to it. Backed off there and went and fished within sight of that area. Even seen some other anglers try that area later on the day. I never seen anybody catch a fish off that area. So that fizzled out pretty good, or pretty fast. So I went up shallow and did some flipping with a brush hog and had really good luck with it. Flipping a black and blue brush hog there, V&M, and had really good luck with that, getting keeper bites and whatnot. But just nothing above average or anything. And I felt like going out on the secondary points would have been my best bet. So that's kind of what I stuck with the rest of the tournament, and had some luck catching fish out there and stuff on a big worm. I threw on a Owner shaky head Magnum with a Strike King 10-inch bullworm. And also, I would switch on that shaky head a Zoom brush hog, which I do not have out. I'll show you real quick. Watermelon chartreuse, which I about ran out of because they were eating it. That was a Zoom brush hog there. Also, while I was out shallow, I would throw a whopper plopper around. Got quite a few bites on that. Like I said, a lot of keeper bites, a lot of 2.5 pounders, just under 3. No, just almost takes over a 4-pound bass to cash a check at these events. But I'd hit the boat docks too, and whenever I could, and throw that Booyah 4-bladed spinner bait. There was a shad spawn going on in a lot of different areas of the lake, and so I tried to take advantage of that when I could. Also, was throwing around DT10. I think it's called Disco Shad. It's got that little chartreuse on under there. But They love that thing. I don't know if you can see all the teeth marks on that. It's down there last year, and the big ones actually really keyed in on that. Not so much this time, just good keeper bites. And then on some of these points I would hit up, you know, it's big bass bash. So every now and then you gotta throw the big bait. So I was throwing the Mag Draft 8-inch, just slow rolling across them secondary points. I didn't want to fish any main lake points. I know there's fish out there. There's always fish out there, but I felt like more of them would have been around the secondary points because not too far after spawn, and had the shad spawn going on. So, you know, you could have caught them a lot of different ways. And a lot of guys caught them shallow, but that's the exact reason I didn't want to stay shallow, because I didn't want to just play follow the leader. That was my decision. Didn't work out this time, but like I said, caught plenty of fish, and just got home from the Big Bass Bash. Went over the baits with you guys that I used, but also had a package waiting for me on the front porch. I figured I'd do a little unboxing with you guys. Just got some new baits from Omega. Right here, got 5/16 Omega flipping head, or flipping jig head. I like to order these baits for the jig heads naked, and then order my skirts separately, whether they be from Omega or a different company. That way, whatever color that I need, I can just make it up, whether it needs to be on a flipping jig, grass jig, swim jig, football jig, or structure jig. I can just apply the skirt to whatever I need it to be on. So I got, the last ones were in black, these are in green pumpkin. They're both 5/16. I was getting low on after that last tournament that I had. Presley's on Spring Lake. You can check that video out. I'll link it down in the description. I got some more skirts here, but I'll show you my boxes that I keep them in. Show you how I got it organized. Got a couple Bass Mafia boxes that I keep them in. Right over here's got all my jig heads in there. Like I said, I got football jig heads. I got structure jigs, you know, flipping heavy cover. Got the pitching jig heads, more of a grass flipping jig head. Got them all different sizes. Got my swim jig heads over there, all from Omega. They sell their jig heads separately. All come with super sharp hooks and good thick hooks. You see there, or for your heavy cover there. And then over here in this box, I keep all my skirts. Got a whole line of Omega skirts. Obviously that spot's empty of ones I just ordered. And I got a bunch of 6 cents skirts up here as well. They sell a bunch of skirts on their website. that way, whether I need like 5 football jigs or 5 swim jigs of the same color, you know, I can just make them up instead of buying each jig separately. Makes it more convenient. Hope you guys enjoyed.